I'm Heather Wolf-Erickson. I am the Athletics, Aquatics, and Special Facilities Manager for the City of Tampa, and I'm honored to be your MC for today. Quick welcome to our elected officials that are here, Councilman Cohen, Maniscalco, and of course Louis Vieira, as well as I think I saw the Chief of Staff come in here. Is he here? Oh, he is on the phone over there, so we will recognize him a little bit later. And of course, the Honorable Mayor Buckhorn. Today, it goes without saying that to get to this point, there's a lot of moving parts that go on behind the scenes of getting us to this point. I've had the privilege with my coworker, Brad Suter, to see this project first, the initial phase out of the ground, the planning out of the ground, and be part of that design team with the existing and now with the expansion. And I do want to thank Brad and Chris because this seems like we're just adding a few square feet onto this very large building, but that's really not the case. There's a lot of thoughtful planning that has gone into this, and this really, when you see the finished product that we build here, you're going to see how much life this small expansion in the big picture adds to this community out here. So thank you, Brad. Thank you, Chris. They listen to us kind of whine and a little bit about what we want, and it all has worked out just fine. And of course, I want to thank our Parks and Rec Director, Paul Dial, for giving me this opportunity to MC today. And Paul, he's over here hiding in the back. No. And Greg Bear, I believe, was coming today, but if he is not here, I do want to recognize him as well, just because he really got the ball rolling on this under his tenure as well. Contract administration team is here. If you could wave your hand. These are all the team members that pull this together. Our architects are here, and I want to say that we have Fleischman Garcia Architects on deck. It has been a pleasure working with them. Not only did we get the opportunity to work with them on this expansion, they have been part of the design of the original building, so we're really fortunate to have all that continuity. Not only did we have the same design firm, we have also had Kevin Smith and Dwayne Wright as part of the project, so we really appreciate all of that continuity. It made really making these plans come together a lot smoother. And I believe Mr. Fleischman is here. Did I see him? There he is. Thank you. We are looking forward to working with Finney and Granger Construction. If John Granger and Angel could raise their hand. They're back there. As an added bonus, Angel is a former University of Florida gymnast, so she really speaks our language. So she hears a little bit of our passion in the details of what we want this building to look like and how important the small things are. So we really appreciate and looking forward to working with you. It is true we have a very crazy waiting list at this program, and it has been from day one. It's not a surprise, I think, to us because it's really about the staff that goes into this building. I don't think you can build a space, and if it's not filled with the right programs and the right people doing the right things for the community, you're not going to have a waiting list. In 1986, we had 50 students in a small little gym in Seminole Heights with 2 or 3 staff members and a booster club. And if you fast forward to 2019, we have 3,000 students, 2 amazing facilities with a bushel full of employees, a booster club, and a partnership with Can Do Inc. that fills in all of the gaps that we have in our programming. Quickly, if you staff members could raise your hands. Let's have a round of applause for them. They're the ones who really put their hands on the kids and make an impact on our community. A reporter once asked me about how did we create such a demand and how do we market our program, and the only answer I had for that was our amazing parent support. And I think our marketing budget is $12. So I think we really need those moms to be happy and what we're doing here with their kids. So with that, I think I would like to recognize our Booster Club president. I think Steve Folkowitz is here, and I thank him for that. And our representatives from Can Do Inc., we can't do it without you. Could you raise your hands over there? Thank you. You see, this is an amazing team effort. So with that said, I think our team captain is up next, so I would like to introduce Tracy Falkowitz.
Good morning. I am so happy to be here. I can't even tell you. I'm grinning from ear to ear because this has been a culmination of the efforts of everyone in this community. Parents who have children here, parents who used to have children that took part in the programs here, and all of the community, including our Tampa firefighters who saw the benefit and the need of having this facility expanded. It used to break my heart to sit here while my kids were involved in activities, watch a family come in with their children in tow to sign up for gymnastics or dance classes and be told that there's a 5-year waiting list. Be told that their 3-year-old is really not going to get into one of these programs while they're still interested, while we still have an opportunity to get them engaged in a lifelong passion. The waiting list was enormous because of the quality of the program here, because of the way that these folks who work here every day with our children understand that they're not training the next Olympic gymnast or the next ballerina. What they're trying to do is instill lifelong lessons in our children and teach them that perseverance and working hard and overcoming obstacles will take them far in life. It's a developmental program, and they do an amazing job of instilling that in our children. And everyone that has graduated from these programs continues to take that with them. So the fact that this wasn't accessible to everyone is a big deal. And that's what inspired me, at least, to get angry and come to a public forum held in this building where the mayor's chief of staff, Dennis Ruggiero, came out and heard our concerns, had no idea of the need here, because that's our job as our community to let City Hall know what we need. And we were amazingly fortunate to have the mayor's office hear us. The mayor was gracious enough to put this project into his proposed budget. City Council heard our cry, heard our need. We went down to City Council, we went to the budget hearings and made our needs known and pled our case, and we were rewarded for our efforts because the need was there, because we need this program. So today is a culmination of all of that community effort. Everyone who showed up in a red shirt. This is our victory dance, and soon we will have a lot more of our neighbors' kids here to take part in the amazing programs here. I want to thank City Council, especially Harry Cohen, who's here today, who was our deciding vote. All of the staff and the teachers who teach our children every day and put that love into our kids every single day, especially Patty Gross, who ran this center for a long time, and Linda Hall, who now runs it, and all of the amazing teachers. I want to thank all of my neighbors who came on out and all of the firefighters who came out. I want to thank Mayor Buckhorn and your staff for understanding the needs of this community. We're a little different out here in New Tampa. And I especially want to thank my friend and our District 7 City Councilman, Luis Vieira, because this all started when I sent him an email saying, how come this project fell off the list? And instead of just emailing back, he picked up the phone and told me how to get the ball rolling. So thank you so much to everyone, and I can't wait till opening day.
Well said. Thank you, Tracy. With that, it's my pleasure to welcome our city councilman for New Tampa, Councilman Vieira.
Thank you very much. It's a real honor to be here today. I wanted to first start off by thanking Mayor Buckhorn for his leadership. You know, in a couple of weeks, we won't have Mayor Buckhorn around anymore, and I can certainly say that, and I think we all agree with the idea that he certainly leaves this city a heck of a lot stronger than he found it, and we're all in his debt, and that especially includes New Tampa. So thank you very much, Mayor Buckhorn, for your work, for your service and your sacrifice. We are all in your debt, so thank you very much. I also wanted to echo Mrs. Falkowitz's comments comments and note my council colleagues here, Councilman Maniscalco, Councilman Cohen, thank you for all of your votes in support of the new Tampa Rec Center, from that close budget vote to just 2 weeks ago, coming up on the consent agenda. So thank you for all your supporters. I appreciate that 110%. You know, the need that we're talking about here is a basic need for New Tampa. This is an area that over the last 30 years has increased about 8 times in population for the 33647 area. With more and more people comes more and more tax revenue to the city of Tampa and local governments, and with that should come more infrastructure, more parks and recreation, more transportation opportunities, et cetera, for our people, and this is part of it. This is what happens when New Tampa in District 7 rolls its sleeves up and gets involved in the political process. We did that through our New Tampa Council, and I see many people here, including Craig, David Lanigan, I see Warren Dixon, among other people from the New Tampa Council, and I wanted to thank everybody, Ron, everybody, for all your hard work in terms of getting that done. And of course, the special thanks is to my friend and colleague, Tracy Falkowitz, who's here, Steve Falkowitz, their wonderful family. Without them, this could not have been done. I met Tracy as a constituent, or her being my constituent, and then as a colleague, and we have truly become very, very close friends. So I just wanted to thank everybody out here. This was truly a team effort, and this is just the beginning for making sure that New Tampa gets its fair share and its sense of equity. So thank you so much, and God bless you.
Thank you, Councilman Vieira. So much of that rings true, and we really appreciate it. None of this is going to happen without, of course, the Honorable Mayor Bob Buckhorn. So we really appreciate your support, not just today, but really in the past. We've had so many Parks and Rec. We know that Mayor Buckhorn is really our biggest cheerleader in Parks and Rec, and we really do sincerely appreciate that. So please join me in welcoming Mayor Bob Buckhorn.
I was just thinking as I was sitting there, over the 30 years that I have been doing this, what an amazing journey this has been for the New Tampa area. I can remember when Bruce B. Downs was truly the road to nowhere. I can remember being involved in the annexation process and the development of Tampa Palms and Hunters Green and all of the amazing communities that have emerged out of those decisions. For 8 years, I was a citywide elected official in city council, and so I represented this district. And now, as I come to the twilight of my life in public service, I couldn't think of a better place to end it than right about here. This has been a journey. It has been a journey that has had its challenges, Tracy, as we know. This is a journey that began a number of years ago with the best of intentions, not recognizing and not realizing that Tampa was about to be hit by the worst recession since the Great Depression. It was a recession that devastated our community, and a recession that we are only now just emerging out of. I think you probably saw in the paper today that this budget that that I'm working on preparing to hand off to her. You can amen to that, it's good. Will be the first budget that I have ever had that started out in the black. The day I walked into office, it was a $30 million deficit. And hence, this project got delayed, it got delayed, it got delayed. It never quite made it to the top of the essential services that we were trying to provide, in spite of the fact that we lost literally hundreds of millions of dollars in revenue as a result of that recession. So we were trying to do the same job that we had always done with 800 less people, do it better than we had ever done it before, with revenues totaling close to $500 million less than we had in 2007. But in last year's budget, thanks to the courageous members of the City Council that voted for this, and thanks particularly to the advocacy of Luis Vieira, who was relentless. He was like a pit bull on my leg. That New Tampa was going to be taken care of. That Tracy was absolutely right, that this journey had gone on too long, and the demands were too great, and the quality of the programming was too superb that we shouldn't and couldn't expand this to give more kids the opportunity to enjoy the amazing mentorship of our Parks and Recreation people, and to give New Tampa an amenity that it so rightfully deserved. So we got it through. And here we are today to break ground on this, along with lots of other things that are going on in your community at this moment. This is a happy day for me, not as happy as it is for you. I couldn't think of a better way to wind down and to step off that stage than to do something for the children in this community and to do something for the people of New Tampa that have been so supportive of this amazing place that they now call home. Understand this, it's Tampa's time. And I hope all of you feel like I do the amazing excitement that is palpable in this community. You don't have to live downtown to realize that we are on the verge of something special. I'm not going to get you to the promised land, but there will be those who will. Luis Vieira will be one of them. Guido Maniscalco as he continues his career. The next mayor. I need you to support her and support them like you supported me. And I think together, we're going to take this community to new heights, to be that place we always aspired to be. It starts with the fundamentals, and that is taking care of our kids and the open spaces that we build so children can just be children. And families can build those memories. That's what we do. That's what this department does. That's what this community is all about. That's what it means to be a Tampanian, and I don't care if you just got here or you've been here for 5 generations. This is a special place. This is our time. This is New Tampa's day. Thanks, everybody.
All those words are very true. I did see that Dwayne came in from Kathy Castor's office. Thank you for coming. Appreciate that. It is my honor to kick off the groundbreaking here, and we have a few special guests in addition to those who I need to bring up from the contractor and the architect's office. If you guys could please come up front here, please. And we have some friends for you. So if we could grab a shovel.
Hi-ho, 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 3, 2, 1, shovel the dirt!